Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here, got in track up to our, what is it, the iron mine. We got rail up there. We did get the logging camp full, and then we did turn around and pick up a new locomotive and some new rolling stock. So there's our second set of rolling stock. Two of the new locos shoved up here into the roundhouse. So there we will see the old Montezuma there, and then we will see the first number one, the first purchase for the railroad, which we did turn around and go with the 10 mile at tier 2 there. This kind of has the Lake Valley paint job, if you will, and so we are going to run that. Honestly, I think it's one of the best looking paint jobs and loco pairings in the game, so happy to run this setup. Paint scheme works the best for Lake Valley. If anything, the paint scheme looks a little maybe outside of the box or some of the other maps, but I honestly think this is one of the best paint schemes and loco pairings just in the game. Great looking logo with this paint scheme on it. Obviously does make it look like it's been sitting around out in the desert for a bit there, so that should go along well with the new map that we're gonna get to when we get that. It's gonna be a nice looking paint scheme for those two. Great if you're looking for a an abandoned looking loco on the other maps as well. But anyway, just one of the oh yeah, right, which rail are we on here? We're on that one. Think that should get us lined up. We will have to grab the stack of cars, obviously, here. There we go. Slide this one back. Should be on the right track. Brakes are off, everything else should be good to go, so we are just going to hit it right out of here with it. Only had enough money to turn around and pick up the 4 cars after grabbing the loco. Completely broke. Not completely, we got like $100. Alright, heading out of the yard here. Just going and see where we're at. We got plenty of coal. Apparently. That's weird. I didn't put that in there. Wonder if that came out of there because it was in the roundhouse. Well, at any rate, we got plenty of coal. We did turn around and fill it up on water before we parked it in the roundhouse. Full disclosure there. So that did get done. So we are full on water. Looks like the firebox got topped off with coal there, being in the roundhouse. So we look like we're good to go for a nice long run. Let's see if we can grab some of the some lumber and some beams there for the iron mine. Obviously, we're gonna have a long line to test, so we'll just kind of get it going, not dilly-dally around. We'll just have to see how everything works. Gonna be a long line. Obviously, we're gonna step this train up past the 4 cars. Like I said, it's just all the money we had currently. So, had to run what we got. We'll start making a little more money now that we have some product to push instead of just running logs to the depot there. Did do obviously a few extra loads after filling up the sawmill, so that gave us the money to pick up the loco, which is good because climbing the hill with the Montezuma was not really something I was looking forward to. Not at all. Montezuma, not a hill climber. Should get a little more functionality out of this loco. That's for sure. It's not a speed demon, but it should get us going in the early game, you know. Add the power, at least let us start getting, we should be able to get this double, at least run 8 cars Most of the run is going to be 2%. There is a little bit of 2.5 on it, but the bulk of the run is 2%, so it should just be nice and easy. We've got a couple more trees there we're going to have to get rid of through that path. I mean, it works, but obviously they're cabin slappers, and we're trying not to have a lot of those. Is going to be our goal. Alright, we will throw beams on the back, I suppose, and then we will throw some lumber on the front, just so we can get some iron running, which the iron will be nice because that pays, you know. Even if we just run it to the depot, iron definitely pays off. Alright, let's kick open some of this. I was gonna say, doesn't this have like a cool back window? Yeah, super nice back window. Alright, that tree is gonna have to go. That tree's gonna have to go. Too close. Always more trees to get rid of. But then really we didn't take any out here either, so. Alright. Man, let's hear the mill getting back up to work there. Might as well. I think we'll just get rid of them. Kinda like having them there. But then too, they're just kind of going to impede our view at the end of the day when we're loading. Now we know we'll be loading longer, bigger trains in here, obviously, so we might as well just go ahead and clean those up, you know. Get them out of the way. Make it easy. Alright, let's see if we can jump back up into Loco there. Alright. Heading out down the rail there. This would auto flip, don't need to flip it. That we are going to head out on the new spur there. A little bit of a mixed load, nothing crazy or anything, but a mixed load nonetheless. Boy, this thing feels slow. Think you missed the Ruby Basin. Nice thing is with the slower locos is you don't have to worry about like doing much. They don't dump as easy. They don't, you know, they're gonna run off the rail so much, flick loads around, the rest of it, kind of just run them, which is nice. This one tends to handle curves, at least it always has. I haven't run a 10 mile for a while now, but don't think much has been changed with it or anything since we've run it, so we should be all good there. See if we can get a little more speed out of things here on the flat, and then hopefully we're good hauling up the hill. Did just turn around and kind of run along the shoreline here. It keeps it simple. Yes, it's out in the water and it's a lot of bridge, but it keeps it easy and it gives it a nice, I don't know, I personally like the shoreline look. We're running along the shoreline, so I'm kind of always happy to actually have that. Zero complaints with that on my end. This turn is kind of sharp, so we'll have to see. We're just going to run it. Not going to turn around and chop speed or anything for anything. If we derail, we'll learn. We're not going to try to chop speed or anything on this run. We're just going to let it run. Keep it going. We do know our climb is going to start up here as soon as we go to take this left. Everything after that is pretty much going to be on an uphill. I think we have all the brakes off. Probably should do a brake check. Probably should have done a brake check before we hit the road. If we come off the Loco right here, we will be flying to chase it. Looking good, looking good. Everything's looking good. Woo. Did go with the old bridge here. Figured it's the old curved bridge. We're gonna have to get up there and throttle this thing up, or we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose what we got. There we go. That tree looks awfully close. That's a cabin slapper. That one's gotta go. Chugging along. It's got no brakes on. I don't know how much more weight this is going to take, but it is curvy, and it is about a 2% grade, so I don't know. We might have to upsize this Loco. This might not have been the right Loco. I definitely don't see it pulling up twice the weight with just where it's going. Although this Loco's not super fast, so I guess we're not losing a ton of speed here. And I guess at least it's getting it done. Monty, I don't think probably would have been getting this done. And if it was, we'd be creeping. So, I mean, this thing's got twice the power that the Montezuma does, so. No brakes on or nothing. It just seems like it's almost towing a brake. It could just be the speed. Or do we get any more speed if we up this? Or are we on the pole? Or are we just on the choke? We can actually accelerate a little bit, so we're more on the choke than we're on the pole. Alright. Let's tell it to go a little faster and see what happens. Yeah, maybe we can pull more. Yeah, I mean, we're accelerating, and this should be the toughest right here. So I'm not going to cut it short. We will definitely try to add 2 more cars as soon as we can anyway. Just as I say that, we start slowing down. But we will definitely try to add 2 more cars. So that's just 10 mile at top speed with full throttle, not choked down. It's going to be more 15-ish than 20. Once it's choked down to go faster again, it'll just have to get used to running 10 mile again. Or the Mason bogey. Yeah, for sure. We'll just have to find its power, you know. That's the thing there. Moving along as we get up the climb, though. Nice little loop back. Yeah, a lot of it's bridge, and we definitely could have regular groundwork in here. We could put stonework in here, but quite frankly, I just like the way the bridge looks. So running with the bridge work, everything's nice and short for the most part. Wood, except for that loop, otherwise this one just kind of went all wood. You get some great views of the lake from up here. Notice that building. Just looks cool. So look out at the islands, and then as we make landfall here, if you will, everything comes up great. Running into a switch, absolutely great view, stunning. If you ask me, that's where the game really shines. Lake Valley, obviously the second of the new maps, or first new map that we got, you know, after Pine Valley. The second map altogether. This thing, I remember when we got it, it was so awesome just having a new field to play on. And then Aurora Falls came out pretty quick, so it really didn't do a ton of extra things here and there on Lake Valley, so kind of cool to get back to it right now. See, this is a future line for other things as it comes out of there. I guess being the way that we came in here, we will get back to the dock just in time. Should have loaded these the other way. Could have dropped them off a lot more conveniently, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Or we should have come in and dropped them the other way. But something to think about next time. Gonna be slightly too far forward for sure. Always am. Let's go. Oh, I don't know. Forget it. Let's just drop these and then we'll back up. We don't want to lose anything at this point in the game. And we're only bringing up 2 loads at a time of each. Let's not turn around and get risky and or lose anything for no reason other than being lazy at the dock. That's a poor way to lose material. So we will push that back and then roll this one forward. Alright, that tree is gonna go. Those groups, oh, get on the brake. Alright, we're gonna do a little more tree cutting here. There we go. Not gonna dilly-dally around. I mean, granted, the trees are kind of sparse on this one, so nobody likes to just cut. I mean, well, I don't know. Some people probably do like to just cut them all down. I don't. But sometimes they gotta go. That one's gonna go. That one's gonna go. Look in here, we've tried to keep most of the short trees. I think this one will go just for looks. Alright, get those in there. Obviously, it's going to eat all that up, pretty much. Up there, you can see our telegraph booth we did put up on the hill. Off in the distance there. 40 iron, not even close to worth picking up at this point. Bit of a disappointment there. And I guess we will run this back down the hill. Oh. Probably be doing some proper whistling here or there. That's going to pay some fines. $460. I mean, don't get me wrong. Compared to the 100 we had, you know, there you go, $360 or something for the load. So that's nice, but obviously not a lot of money. Alrighty, here we go. Moving down the hill again. This is where, you know, the view of the game, if you ask me, comes in. Just looks good. One thing with the Lake Valley map, a lot of good looking scenery on this one. It was really nice that you get some much more blasted open views than we ever got on Pine Valley, so that was a big thing with Lake Valley, if you ask me. Just some great extended views out into the distance. Alright, we should probably start running a little bit of brake. Wait, brake, wrong button. Brake, not reverser. That choked it down pretty good. It's definitely got the brakes to do the job. Yeah, it really doesn't need to sit on any kind of brake. It's gonna chill at the 2% grade. This is about the highest our bridge stuff goes, obviously. Still have a couple more trees down there in the trestles to get rid of. Messing up the bridge. But worked around the valley nice, nothing too crazy curvy. Again, pretty much all 2% coming down here. A little bit of stonework there as we got super shallow to throw something different in. Oh wow, we are cruising over 30. Just chill, chill, chill. This little section here, not sure if this is going to come out and become bridge work or what. That's a little high on the groundwork, but obviously once we got it down to dirt, we just kind of kept it that way there. That's a problem. It's like driving on the highway. Once you're going 30, 40 miles an hour, you want to keep going 30, 40 miles an hour. Going back to 20 is tough, even though you have turns. You definitely get used to running with the speed on here. Did go with the brick wall approach. And then onto the nice old bridge. Figured if you had to walk across the river here, you'd rather have some walkway. So we did put in the walkway bridge there. And then this, obviously, you could all walk around. Wouldn't need to be necessarily on the train deck, so you're not. There we go, and then we'll open this baby up for some speed. See what we can get. There we go. Yeah, since it wasn't really losing a lot of speed on the uphill there, we probably do have quite a bit more in the power department. Just not used to really running Loco this slow now after coming off of the Tweetsy and the Ruby Basins. They are a little faster than the Mason Bogey for sure. 6 or 7 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour make a heck of a lot of difference, you know. That's just what it is. There we go. Nice shot out at the sawmill. It's kind of cool. There we go. Say hello to the sawmill there. Lake Valley Map 2024. Oh yeah, that's this saved for me anyway, Lake Valley 2024. Rolling along. Decent amount of work. I think we'll probably turn around and dock this thing up here and go ahead and grab some more freight. Don't have enough money quite for more cars. What we have right now is enough money for like one, and we need at least money for two. So we are gonna run one more load before we call that, so we can get some more cars on here. Log pond. Do kind of like that like this because it cuts it off. It makes the log pond kind of cool, at least in my opinion. Everybody has a varying way that they like things to look, but I do kind of dig that like look out there myself. But there we go. I think with that one, I'm going to turn around, obviously get these going, get that thing loaded up. But yeah, new Loco #1 Mason Bogey. Went with the old school dusted paint job there. You know, I just kind of think it fits. I know the team refers to it kind of as the Lake Valley paint scheme, and I am one who is inclined to agree. So definitely going to run those on here, but we'll get the rest of this loaded up, get those delivered, and make some progress, and we'll catch you on the next one. So calling that a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.